are on Plains Road East now. This is, at the time, was the most built-up section. But again, it's a lot of residential. Now that place right there, Solid Gold, is actually a strip club, and it's been there for as long as I can remember. I've actually, can honestly say, never been there, driven by it thousands of times. But that area is slated for demolition and to be turned into more condos. Now you can see some of these places here, you know, they're still houses. Some of them are owned by businesses, but you know, as the land values go up, you will probably see some more of these places getting torn down and more towers coming up. It's sort of a break here because of what we saw back at the end of Plains Road West. And once we catch up to the next stoplight, you'll see that yeah, you can actually see the cranes in place. Now, a lot of this is actually driven by Toronto. Burlington is sort of the outer reaches of what's called the GTA, the Greater Toronto Area. And because house values are in the unbelievably stupid price range where you cannot afford houses, people are moved further away. And because Toronto's on the GO train, so you can actually catch a GO train to get to Toronto if you have a work in Toronto, people are moving down here. And literally again, you know, 20 years ago this was strip malls, Kentucky Fried Chicken places, like that, just like that little Tim Hortons right there. They were all the same thing. And you know, like everything here was all taken out. Like this strip mall you see here is something like the strip malls that were back there that have been torn down. So you can sort of see that the development sort of just completely changing. And I imagine in another 20 years this place would, like the little Crestwood Motel, there was dozens of these places along this road. But now they're almost all gone. Now I have to get over a lane because there's a turn coming up. Now the apartment building you're seeing up ahead, that's been there for as long as I can remember. And that was sort of like as far as the development went in Burlington. Everything down here was all low, like one-story places and whatnot. That's all been changing. So it just gives you an idea. McDonald's has been renovated about 30 times since I've been around. That's King Road there. If you actually, King Road's not a bad road to ride a motorcycle up. I did a video on that. If you go right down King's Road, there's some incredibly gorgeous houses, and I don't think any of those places will ever be redeveloped. Now this area here really hasn't changed too much. It's all like the stores have changed over the years, like pretty well everywhere else in the world. But what you're seeing is pretty much as it was. The only thing you have to watch here is the traffic's crazy. We're about to get onto the, this is the major shopping area here. The 403 is running off to the left there, and this is the Queen Elizabeth Way, which will actually will hook up to the 403. And if you turn right, that's how you go down to Niagara Falls. So this is still Plains Road East, but it's going to have to turn left here. And this is a little bit wacky. this part of Plains Road, okay, is before they had done work on the highway, this old building, the old Victorian style building there, was another strip club. And when they redid the interchanges and whatnot, the strip club actually closed and moved on. The moving truck on the roof there, that has been there as long as I was a little kid. You can tell by looking at the truck, it's like either a 1960s or a 1970s type of a cab. But this is this area here hasn't changed much. You know, a few businesses here and there. But again, this is Plains Road. Now the interesting part is, like the highway back there that's there now wasn't really there. So this is the road we used to take that actually got us to where the highway really took off, and get us to the road to my grandparents' cottage. And it looks like they're doing repaving here. This particular area here is starting to be transitioned as well. On the left up ahead, you can see some residential and some commercial, like was further down the road. And this took place over the last, I'd say 10-15 years again. Near the end of Plains Road. Trains that I started talking about, if you look over right there, you can actually see that's the parking garage and the parking for the GO trains, and behind that is more towers they're building to make it more convenient for people who have to take the GO train. Some more developments going on there. Now the interesting part is, now you can see the highway, that's Queen Elizabeth Way, and that wasn't there when I was growing up. And what happened was, you see that giant berm, that wasn't there either. And Plains Road actually used to just go here and go straight onto the highway. This was an on-ramp to the highway. This is how you got to the highway back in the late 60s in this area. Surprisingly, these businesses were all here at the time. See, this is because all the realignment when they like really widened the highway up here. The Plains Road, like this used to be the on-ramp to the highway, but it is not anymore. And right here is the end of Plains Road, and it becomes Queensway Drive. So I hope you enjoyed it. DeathsStalker signing off.